Come in.
You asked to see me, sir?
All right. You had your lunch?
Oh, yeah.
Shut the door and take a seat, will you? I won't keep you a minute. Must keep things up to date.
Yes, Gov.
All part of the job, I'm afraid. Statistics and more statistics. Glenside Villas. That's what it's all about when you get to my rank.
Off Samuel Tate Avenue.
Sorry?
Glenside Villas. Off Samuel Tate.
Oh. Oh, yes, there it is. Glenside Villas. Tower Hamlets. Changing face of the East End, eh? What's up with the old names like Brick Lane and Commercial Road and East India Dock Road? Statistics. More bloody statistics, all for the benefit of the Home Office. These, bomb hoaxes.
What? Phone calls to the restaurants? Or pranks, if you ask me?
Yeah, well, that's as may be. Trouble is, when the Home Office match up our statistics with others in the Met, they're coming up with a different story.
Well, there have been 3 as far as I know. Surely that doesn't constitute a problem.
2 of those were Jewish restaurants. Get my meaning?
Well, perhaps someone don't like salt beef.
That is not what I call a very constructive reply, especially from a detective inspector.
With all respect, sir, what has this got to do with me?
The trouble is the Home Office is breathing down the Commissioner's neck. I'm getting some of the draft.
What, racial? Arabs? Terrorists? They've got to be joking. This is just pranks, all stupid pranks.
Look, Roy, I'm inclined to agree with you, all right? But they wish to be kept informed. It appears that somebody in the corridors of power, probably a civil service clerk or something, has got a bee in his bonnet, thinks it may blow into something bigger. Questions might be asked in the house.
Well, I'm glad I'm just a plain, simple copper. Don't have to bother about things like
How
that.
are things in your department at the moment? You're busy, are you?
Yeah. Quite busy, sir.
Look, I won't beat about the bush. I want you to take over the bomb hoax investigation.
Now, hang on, sir. I mean, Sergeant Cryer's dealing with that. I don't think I should interfere.
It's no reflection on Sergeant Cryer. I know that he's diligently collated a lot of information and generally he's done a good job. I've got the greatest respect for Sergeant Cryer.
All the more reason why I should interfere.
I wish you wouldn't interrupt, Roy. I was saying I've got the greatest respect for Sergeant Cryer, but his workload's been very heavy over the last 2 weeks. He's also got this graduate, P.C. Higgins, attached to him. It's a responsibility he could well do without. Unfortunately, I don't have any other sergeants with his experience free at the moment. You can snigger, Roy, but it might have been a nice gesture on your part if you'd have had Higgins with you for a few days. You never know. With this accelerated promotion these college boys are getting, he could well be your governor in 10 years' time.
So you want it wrapped up as quickly as possible, is that the idea?
If it's a prank, I want it cleared up, out the way. I don't care how you do it, but get it done. Understand?
I understand perfectly, sir.
If you want any further help, I suggest you liaise with Sergeant Cryer. Thank you, Roy.
Thank you, sir. Go, keep you busy, aren't you?
Excuse me, sir, would you mind
Dated today, yeah.
someone just now? We'll get you.
Have you got a corresponding number?
Sergeant Cryer, I want to see you at my office now.
Ah, well, can you phone me back on that?
Yeah, and you can get stuffed, Inspector Galloway.
Yeah, cross-reference it.
As an ordinary recruit, they don't expect you to do much in the first week, just watch and listen. But with you, of course, it'll be different. Kind of, work experience, I suppose.
Yes, next week I'm attached to one of the outer divisions, then on to the police college for a few years.
And come back as sergeant, I suppose.
Well, destined for high places, are we?
Well, that's the theory.
Well, you've been lucky, mate. You're out of June today. Well, she is a good copper. She's one of the best.
Up now, boys.
Thank you.
And girls.
There's plenty of room at Sergeant Roach's table. Why don't you go and park your ass over there?
Hey, what's the matter with everyone today?
No. There's going to be a lover's tiff. I'm going back out on the streets. Get some peace and quiet out there.
Yeah, this is something you don't have to get used to, mate. If it's not Ackland versus Lytton, then it's
Galloway versus the rest of the world. Blimey, he's in a right state this morning. Anyway, Henry Higgins, what do you think of jolly old Sun Hill, then?
Derek, actually.
Whatever, old son.
A bit quiet, really. I expected an East End station to be, well, a little more active. Outside, I mean.
Yeah, well, you've got a rude awakening coming to you if you think the East End's always like this.
Lull before the storm.
Yeah, I've never known a week like it. If it wasn't for those bomb hoaxes, it'd be like Toy Town.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if Galloway had made the calls himself. Keep us all on our toes.
Well, it's about to have someone on their toes the way he was motoring towards the front office.
Like that, is he, Galloway?
No, not really. Nice quiet chap when you get to know him. Always knock on his door, ask for a quiet, cosy little chat. Very accessible, you see, especially towards the uniform branch. Father figure, you might almost say.
This is a bloody lumber. You cocked this up right from the beginning, Robert, and don't give me all that old crap about a delicate situation.
Don't bloody listen, do you? You're as pig-headed as ever. Look, this is not one of those jobs that you can go into ham-fistedly, crash-bang-wallop. You have to use a bit of tact. But you wouldn't know what that means, would you?
Let me tell you something. You're the person that's created the delicate situation. Not that idiot making the phone calls, but you, Sergeant Robert Cryer, Uncle Bob.
Yeah, but you haven't got Solly Goldstein and Reggie Abraham sat in here from one side and the Chief Super from the other.
But it's a prank. Can't you see that? Can't any of you see that? Look, I know Solly Goldstein. Believe me, if there was no PLO, he would have invented it.
You do talk some bloody rubbish sometimes. You honestly do. You cannot treat calls like that as a joke. You have to go through the procedures as if it was the real thing. There's no shortcuts.
Look, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the investigation afterwards. Look, at some stage, my old son, you've got to pull away from collating information and do something about it. I mean, after 3 phone calls, there must be some MO to follow up, something. I mean, you can't just sit on it for the rest of your service.
Yes, it's all right for you to say that. But if I'd have been taken off early turns and given a brief like you, I'd be getting somewhere. Don't you worry about that.
Don't worry, Sarge. The CID, as per usual, will sort it all out. Know what I mean?
One of these days, Roy Galloway, you're going to come tumbling off that high horse of yours and no one's going to lift a finger. Least of all me.
Forget the violins, Robert. Tell you what. There you are. That says I'll crack it. 2 weeks.
Sunhill Police Station yet? Oh. Sergeant Penny? Hold on a second. It's another bomb hoax, Sarge. Dimitri's Greek and Continental Nosh House.
Yeah?
The area car's already there on scene.
Blimey, miracles will never cease. Is that them on the phone now?
Yeah. Hold on, Sergeant Penny would like to have a word.
Yeah. First of all, are you positive it's a hoax? Right. You've cleared and searched it? Thoroughly? Look, you better make sure. Do it again with a fine-tooth comb. Don't take any chances. If you find a suspect package of any kind, leave it. We'll get the bomb car down there right away. OK? Yeah, cheers. Better get hold of CID. I'm sure Roach and Dashwood are still upstairs. No, I can do that. I've got to go up there anyway. You ring D.I. Galloway at home. Give him the information. He'd probably want to come out if I know him.
How about me finding DS Roach and Dashwood and you ringing D.I. Galloway, Sarge? Please?
Coward.
How long will Galloway be?
Not long.
Well, I think I should send the boys home. It's not worth opening up again tonight, you know?
No, he'll be here in a minute.
He's
coming from home. You're not home? So don't send anyone away until he arrives.
Inspector Galloway, my friend. Hello. Would you like a drink, Inspector?
Oh, large one, Dimitri. Hello, Andreas. How's Mummus, all right?
Fine, sir. Same as all the others, Gov. A phone call to say that there was a bomb on the premises, due to go off at any minute. And then rang off.
Who took the call? Dimitri.
Oh, I knew it was a hoax as soon as the man spoke.
Right, Ted. You and Mike can call it a day. That is, you finished over there.
Oh, yeah.
Take the uniform officers with you and see you in the morning. Well, with any luck.
Do you want me to put anything in the book?
Nah, I do it myself. Dimitri and I are going to go over everything. Aren't we, Dimitri? Every little detail. Even if it takes all night.
Come on your bikes, I said. Your point today. Nothing to do with that. Your public is waiting for you out there, God help them. Carver, Higgins. Now, I don't usually let new boys out with such inexperienced officers as Carver here, but on the other hand, he hasn't learned all of the bad habits yet. Not like some of the reprobates you've been out with this week. But don't let it go to your head.
Sarge.
OK? And don't let him get bored, but keep him out of trouble. All right?
Sarge.
OK, then off you go, and I'll see you back here at breakfast time. And remember, anything you can't handle, straight on the blower. And you do your button-up. See you later.
Oh, gosh.
Where's the governor, eh?
Hasn't put anything in the book from last night, either.
Maybe he's still with Dimitri.
Morning, Gov.
Would you like a cup of coffee, sir?
Like. Well, was it worth it, Gov? Did you find out anything? Other than you should use water with your ouzo.
Can't help me with these cufflinks, could you? This is wouldn't help me this morning.
Oh, dear.
I've a mouth like the bottom of a parrot's cage. Things I do for this job.
Did you get anywhere, though?
Well, yes and no. Found the phone box where all the calls are made from, though.
What, they were all made from the same phone box?
Oh, no. Haven't got any aspirins, have you?
Mike's got some. How did you find that out, Gov?
Oh, after going through what was still on the phone about 10 times, I managed to get bits out of Dimitri's head he didn't know he had. Like the noise of the roadworks in the background. Oh, come on, Mike, where's that bloody coffee?
Roadworks? On a Friday night?
Yeah. Oh, sound of a drill. Cars moving slowly over a loose piece of sheet metal. Cheers, Mike. All good stuff, know what I mean? So, I rang up the first 2 restaurants that got calls.
Oh, not Solly Goldstein and Reggie Abrams, Gov.
Forgetting it was the Sabbath, of course. So, fortunate they answered their phones. Didn't like it, I can tell you, but when pressed, they remembered the noise of the roadworks. I couldn't have them aspirins, could I, Mike? Oh. Mike? Aspirins?
Mike. Well, there can't have been that many roadworks on a Friday night.
Only 2. Only one been going all week. It's got a large sheet of metal placed over a trench for vehicles to pass.
Not a bad bit of old-fashioned detective work, eh?
Ah, and that's not all. I've got a feeling I know what this is all about.
A prank, like you always reckoned?
Not exactly. And it's not someone who's got a grudge either. Nor is it political. It's just simply 2 fellas who have found a novel way to dine out free of charge. Take a busy restaurant, give yourself about an hour to go right through the card. Then at a pre-arranged time, a mate of yours gets on the blower, says a bomb's been planted, due to go off any moment. It's easy.
See, clear the building, no time to collect, not even worry about the bills that haven't been paid.
How did you manage to get it down to that?
Human nature. If you were in a restaurant and the place was cleared because of a bomb threat and you hadn't paid your bill, what would you do?
Well, I'd go back and pay it later. Well, that's if I was honest, of course. Put a cheque in the post? Well, perhaps.
Particularly if the restaurant knows you.
That's it. You narrow down the field, and a pattern begins to emerge, and these 2 fellas come into prominence. They were at each restaurant at the time of the call, and on each occasion, they'd been presented with a bill.
That was never paid?
Right.
Yeah, but that leaves a third party, the person making the call.
And from the same phone box. Shouldn't we get it hooked up?
Can't do anything about that till Monday morning. In the meantime, I want you to pay a visit to all the good eating places on the manor and not to give their sweet trolleys a bashing, Ted. This is strictly business. Can't be that many good places anyway.
Shall I give them the SP?
Particularly those 2 fellas, the description of which I shall give you in a moment. Oh, God. Do I feel rough?
But I feel we need more practical experience. I thought I would learn more this week in that respect, but nobody seems particularly keen to take me out. Show me anything. I'm treated with suspicion.
Well, it's not because anybody has anything personal against you, Derek. It's just... Well, I was treated the same way in my first few weeks. They've got people to see and places to go, you know. Cups of tea here, cups of tea there. I mean, I don't want you knowing about their perks.
I wouldn't tell.
Oh, but you might just come back as a senior officer. Then where would they be, eh?
I see.
Serves you right. Get no bloody sympathy from me whatsoever. There. All for the sake of the job. Don't make me laugh. I believe that. I'll believe anything.
I see you laugh and you have to cough up that tenner, my old son. Oh, no, there's no clean towel.
Nah, you got no chance. Not a cat in hell's chance, Roy Galloway.
Well, the thing I enjoyed most about Hendon was meeting a lot of people from all walks of life. It didn't seem to matter. Hello, looks like we got a stray from a wedding. This time of the morning, come on, give us an hand. Excuse me, sir, you all right, sir? Get him up. The truth is as light as a feather. No, there's all skin and bone under that suit.
Perhaps he's ill.
What's happened to your sense of smell, son? No, he's down. Must have been there all night. And again there, see? And there. And there.
You're an experienced officer, Edward. I shouldn't be standing here wasting valuable time pointing out mistakes like this. I mean, this is the sort of thing I expect from a probat, not someone you're servicing. Now, you get it sorted out today correctly, or, my old son, you'll be in big trouble.
Inspector, I
Look,
think...
I am sick and tired of squaring up other people's jobs.
Yes, but I think we ought... Just a minute. Yes, sir, can I help you?
Rutherford, local Chamber of Commerce. Chief Superintendent Brownlow available?
I'm afraid he isn't,
Inspector
sir.
Galloway, isn't it? Last November, meeting at the town hall. You did a talk on precautions to be made relating to shoplifting, Christmas coming, that sort of thing, remember?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Sarge, I've got a drunk in the charge room.
Right, I'll be right there, lad. Well, as you two gentlemen seem to know each other, Inspector, I'll leave it in your capable hands.
I come about these bomb hoaxes.
Oh, well, you're talking to the right man, Mr. Rutherford. Inspector Galloway's an expert on the situation when he isn't squaring up other people's jobs.
I'm sorry, Mr. Rutherford. I really don't have much time at the moment.
A few minutes, Inspector. Won't take long.
Well, a few moments. I really am very busy.
It's my members, you see. They're very concerned, Inspector. We'd like to know what the police are doing about it.
What do you mean, what are we doing about it?
I'm sorry. I can see I phrased that rather badly. Well, perhaps I should see Chief Superintendent Brownlow after all.
You want to see Chief Superintendent Brownlow, do you?
If possible. If it's not too much trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. Do you know the golf club?
Yes?
Well, he should just be teeing off from the 13th about now and slicing his drive into the rough. I'm sure he'll be very glad to see it. Good morning, Mr. Rutherford.
Right, is that it?
That's it.
Well, Wilfred Lampton, freelance journalist, ex-Fleet Street. And I thought that you needed a wedding as an excuse to get legless. Beat's going to be well impressed by your mitigation.
God. My dear old trusted friend. I've always said so. Always will.
Higgins, Carver, witness, flannel from an expert. Well, go on, Lampton. Don't disappoint my lads.
Sergeant, do I really have to go to court over this? Couldn't you show just a little benevolence? A caution, maybe?
You've become too much of a bloody nuisance, Lampton. Cautions, as far as you are concerned, are over, I'm afraid.
I throw myself entirely on the mercy of your good self.
Enough is enough. But last week you nearly caused a bloody accident in the High Street. A few days before that, if it hadn't been for that special constable, you'd have been in the canal. So it's up before the beak on Monday morning, without fail. As I said, enough is enough. Right, take him down to the pokey. When he sobers up, bail him.
Sergeant.
A call perhaps at midday, officer. It is right as rain, then. And I'll promise Scout's honour to be a good chap for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I've heard your promises before. Go on, take him down.
You're a gentleman, young man. An officer and a gentleman.
Come on.
Car mechanic, mate. That's it. Thanks a lot. Cheers, Scum. What's up? How'd it go last night? All right?
Tasty bit of nos, that Greek, yeah? But you, being a pie and mash fella, just ain't your thing.
Nah, I wouldn't have liked it, Kev. Those funny things. Tell you don't know what these foreigners put in there, grub. Ought to be an elf walking outside some of them places. Can't beat the old pie and mash down the market, can you?
Plenty of liquor.
Yeah, the smell of some of that gear right on the elbow is. My old mum says if it don't smell right, it ain't no bleeding good. Yeah, always listen to your mum, Kev. That's what I always say. But we wouldn't want her business going up the wall, would we? Come again? Got a couple of punters, Kev. Oh, right. Oh, don't go away, fellas, will ya? He can't be that thick. I mean, you sure it's not him taking the piss out of us?
Nah, he's always been like that. Do you know, when we was at school,
Yeah,
I
but
remember...
what if it comes out on top, eh? He realises that we're doing him over. I mean, you get a lot of porridge for this sort of thing.
Oh, come on, leave it, eh? It's a giggle, that's all it is. The man's a Burke. Watch yourself, here he comes.
Sorry about that.
Tell you what, Kev, as you're such a pal, helping us out like this, here, stick that in your bin. Go on, take it.
Nah, not from pals. No, I couldn't do it. Go on, you Wally, take it. Thanks, fellas. But you shouldn't. No, I mean,
Come on, that's what pals are for, me old son.
Well, any time, fellas. Just got to say the word.
As it happens, Matty and me were thinking a bit of Chinese wouldn't go amiss this lunchtime.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Anyway, that's where you got to ring. Make it say about 2:30, all right?
Sure. Yeah, say exactly as you said before, nothing else. There's a bomb in the gaff, it's going to go off any minute. You got that? Yeah, yeah. Better get back to your papers then, Kev. Got a few more punters jumping about. Sorry, yes, sir.
One wristwatch, black leather strap, cracked glass. Still in working order. One black ballpoint pen, silver-coloured top. One notebook.
Please, Sergeant, please, a little humanity to a fellow being, that's all I ask.
It serves you bloody well right, Lambton. You'll get no sympathy from me whatsoever.
I know how you feel, mate. Won't get any change out of him. I can tell you that for nothing.
One bus pass in red plastic cover. And another nail in your coffin.
Droll. Very droll, officer.
No, in here. Come on. You want to go walking out of here with that sticking out of your pocket, do you?
Your kindness touches me.
And one wilting red carnation. Right. Sign. Here. And here. Right, then what do you want?
Ellis, I've been going through the beat crime book. There's 3 red inkers there that should have had a court result by now. Now, will you attempt to get his finger out and want him in the other book before he goes off duty today, all right?
Where can one make a donation to the widows and orphans?
You've never done this before. It's a bit out of character, isn't it? You're not trying to bribe me or something?
Charity, my dear Sergeant, begins at home. And I'm beginning to feel that I live here.
How are you feeling, sir? Oh, Carver, sir. Higgins.
You have me at a disadvantage, officer. Do we know each other?
Well, we arrested you. Brought you in this morning, sir.
So you did.
Oh, are you feeling all right, sir?
It's purely self-inflicted, young man, as your sergeant so aptly puts it. It serves me bloody well right.
Well, I think I'll stick to Vimto.
Me too. How long are you going to be, Taff? Look, it's nearly 2 o'clock, and we're off in 5 minutes.
About midnight, I should think. Tomorrow.
Can I give you an hand?
Yeah. Draw a firearm, put one up the spout, and just sort of wander into Galloway's office.
Oh, isn't that against the disciplinary code, P.C. Edwards?
What, shooting DAs?
No, drawing a firearm for private use.
Ah, not where pain in the ass detective inspectors are concerned.
I heard that. Oh, have you finished sorting out those crime report sheets yet? Because if you haven't...
Not just yet, Sergeant.
Well, bloody well hurry up and get it done, all right?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing here? There's still 5 minutes to go. You should be out in the streets.
Oh, sorry, Sarge. It's 4 again. We've done the rest.
Where's Higgins? I thought you supposed to be looking after him.
We're coming to see you.
I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm running a load of bloody girl guides here.
Look, Jim, I'll be about 15 minutes. You go up the pub and I'll meet you there. Get me one in, eh?
But sure you won't come in for a quick one?
No, I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, but don't be late. Sadie? Yeah, 2 pints when you're ready, love.
Painful.
Oh, cheers, Sadie.
Not me, darling. The pain over there.
Give us the menu again, John. Oh, this is stupid, Frankie. I couldn't think another thing.
Look, we've got a quarter of an hour before Kev gets on a blower. We can't hang about like a couple of prats, can we? We soon get sussed out.
Well, just a coffee for me, then that's all I want. Why do I have to listen to you, Frankie?
Because I'm your brother.
Yeah.
Everything to your satisfaction, gentlemen.
My friend! For a moment I thought I'd lost you. Let me see.
Carver, sir.
So it is. Carver, first name.
Jim, look, don't you think you've had enough of that stuff, Mr. Lambton?
Wilfred, or to my close rivals, when I had rivals, that is. When I was at the top of my profession, affectionately, I was known as Reuter. Paul Julius von Reuter.
Yes, sir. Look, don't you think you better stop knocking that stuff back, Mr. Lambton? I mean, look, I wouldn't like to see you being taken in again.
That stuff, as you so crudely put it, my friend, is inspiration. And that, alas, my truant pen. If only there were reconciliation.
Oh, lovely. Cheers, Jim. Mr. Lambton brought you the drink, Taff.
And you, my friend, are...
The drunk unit?
No! I'm the drunk officer the Carver arrested.
Come on, Jim, time to go.
You haven't finished your drink yet, Taffy.
Jim, time to have it on your toes.
While you two are arguing, I'll just go and water the little fella.
Look, for God's sake, it's time we got out of here.
We can't just leave him like that.
Your friend's had enough. I want him out pronto.
He's not our friend, Sadie.
Look, Sadie, he's harmless, you know?
It's your responsibility. You're drinking with him. Look, I don't want to get nicked for running a disorderly house.
Yeah.
I can't afford to lose my licence. That's all I got. Don't you lot realise that?
Grants, including grants from the National Enterprise Board. You won't have to pay any rates for the first 3 years. And you don't have to repay any of the original loans for a further 3 years.
It's a disciplinary offence to associate with a man on bail, let alone bloody drink with him. Some people might even construe it as a bribe.
Taffy is only a drunk.
It doesn't matter. Look, he's coming back. Now, you can do whatever you want. That's your funeral. but my job's on the line as well, and I'm not sticking my neck out for any old drunk. I'll see you around, Jim.
Cheers, mate.
One for the road, Jim.
You all right, Sadie?
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, Sadie.
Yeah. Best of luck.
That was my faithful friend is arm.
Yeah, all right, mate. Look, I know where you live. I'll take you home, all right? Steady now. I don't want you breaking your neck. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Don't drop them all. I'll use your phone carrier, Sergeant.
Get in the back, quick. Hey, hold
Kev's not gonna ring Frankie. Let's pay up and get out of here.
He's never let us down before. Give him 5 minutes.
What then?
We'll do a runner.
What, with that evil bastard clocking us?
There's time to go off at any moment. That's your last warning. Do you understand me?
What are you up to, Kevin Lee?
Nothing at all.
Who's that? Who? Chang what?
Something's wrong. They've sussed us out.
No, that must have been Kevin ringing. They don't know what to do, that's what it is. Let them sort themselves out. Give them time, Matty, you'll see.
I ain't gonna empty the place. We're gonna be captured.
Not if I can help it, we ain't.
Quick, there's a bomb! It's gonna go off any minute. Come on, everybody out now!
What's happening? There's a bomb in the restaurant.
Wait, police, what's happening? I don't know, but someone's injured over there. Come on, we've got to move out.
It's a hoax!
Is it a bad way? I think his cousin Artery.
Repeat, clear the area. There's a bomb in the place. Put this under his head. You phone an ambulance.
Yeah, the area car is on its way. The ambulance is coming from another station and should be on the scene in about 3 minutes. You say you want another ambulance? They want another ambulance, Sarge. Yeah, I got you. I'll leave that up to you then. Right. Let's hope Inspector Galloway's upstairs.
What's the panic?
Well, those Chinese have caught that bomb hoax firm. They made chop suey out of them. Hello, Inspector Galloway.
Can you move out of the way, please?
Stand up. Everything's all right. He's fine. Nothing else to see. Should be breaking up. It's clear to one.
Gonna be all right.
Thank you.
All right. Well done, Carver. Probably saved his life. I think so. What about them two out there, sir? What, Davis brothers? They'll live. Just. Don't take the piss out of Chinaman again, though.
Return of the Dragon, eh, sir?
Yeah, we'll sort it out. That's for you, my son. Done enough for one day. Go on, have it way on your toes. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Go.
Kevin Lee.
Yeah, they picked him up.
Except, I suppose you're all wondering who's going to have the pleasure of Higgins's company this morning? Come on, don't all volunteer at once. Surely one of you girls would like to take him out for his last walk, wouldn't you? No? No takers? Right, Higgins. Who would you choose to spend your last memorable hours at Sunhill with?
With, of course, the hero of the moment, Sergeant. Carver.
There you are then, lad. You're the lucky person. Right, on your bikes.
Trouble.
Trouble?
In the waiting room.
What are you doing here?
One of your officers has stolen my wallet, Sergeant. £62.
Come this way, Mr. Ellison. Oh, good morning.
Morning, all. Let me try. Come on. Here. Carver, are you receiving me? Are you receiving me, Carver? Any other unit know where Carver is?
What's all the noise about? Does anyone know it's Sunday morning?
Oh, trouble with a capital T.
My little bomb hoax firm haven't died in hospital, have they?
Worse than that.
Is there anybody out there? What's Higgins's number?
T.
Edwards, are you receiving me?
Are you receiving me, Sarge?
No, it was the Jolly Green Giant. Carver, get yourself in here straight away.
Hello, Sarge.
That, tenner you owe me isn't worrying you, is it?
Don't talk to me about money.
No, that's mine.
Drunken bastard Lampton's been here and alleged that Carver's nicked his wallet with 62 quid in it.
Carver? Never.
Yeah, I know. But he was drinking with the man yesterday in a pub down the road.
Oh, man on bail? This for the item. What is he, programmed to destruct or something?
Worse than that, landlord throws him out of the pub and he does no less than start to walk the man home.
Beginning of his career. When did all this happen?
Yesterday, just before the bomb hoax. Apparently he abandoned Lampton to go to the assistance of the injured man.
All that good work gone to waste. Anyway, Bob, is there anything I can do?
Yeah, thanks. We won't do anything until the chief super's finished interviewing Lampton. Thank God he came straight here and didn't telephone the yard about it.
You called the chief super out? I bet that pleased him Sunday morning.
You know what Lampton's like when he's sober. I didn't want Carver getting suspended for something he hadn't done, so I thought the chief super might be able to sort it out before it got out of hand. Things like this leave a nasty taste in the mouth.
Yeah, stigma follows you for the rest of your career. That's the worst part about it. Anyway, Bob, you know where I am. If there's anything I can do, don't hesitate.
Esprit de corps.
Something like that, anyway.
I'm not doubting your word for one moment, Mr. Lampton, but there is a possibility that you might have mislaid it. Don't you agree? You were, well, a bit under the weather at the time, weren't you?
I had it when I left this station. I had it when I was in the pub. The only way I could have mislaid it, your choice of word, I should add, is if someone had hung me upside down and shaken me hard.
You do realise it's a very serious matter accusing a police officer, don't you?
Who else could it have been? He took me home, didn't he? Why should he do that?
Don't believe it, Sarge.
No?
Not in a million. Hasn't got the nous.
So what happens now? Do I get a sub from you to tide me over the weekend? I need groceries and other things.
Yes, I can understand that, Mr. Lampton, but I think you're jumping the gun a bit. No, I think it's only fair that I should see PC Carver and some of his colleagues first. Then, if I'm satisfied that a crime has been committed, I'll call in the Complaints Division of Scotland Yard.
Whitewash, a cover-up.
I assure you there'll be no cover-up. My methods may be a little unorthodox and not always according to the book. But you'd never forgive yourself if you ruined a young officer's career for what may well be on your part a drunken lapse of memory. I don't intend to let that happen.
What are you implying?
Could I have a car to take Mr. Lambton home, please?
Oh, you think it's funny, do you? What you laughing at?
No. Load of old cobblers, isn't it? Carver wouldn't do a thing like that.
What's up, Sarge?
Right.
What's somebody taking the petty cash?
Letting back on the streets and get that button done up. Carver, you come with me. Higgins, stay here in the office.
Yeah. What, M for Mike?
Carver!
Sarge.
What are you talking about, a nice girl? You've never met a nice girl in your life. Good morning, Governor.
No, it's not. I'm not supposed to be talking to you like this, but I don't want you going into the Chief Super's office under any misapprehension.
But, Sarge...
Just listen! When you get in there, I don't want you being leery, right? Just tell him the truth.
Sarge, I've never stolen anything in my life.
Not what you've done, it's what they think you've done. All right, go on, in you go.
Come in, Edwards.
I don't know what I'm going to do about you, Carver, honest, I don't. I've run out of bloody ideas, straight.
Sarge, please believe me, I've never taken anything from anybody in my life, honest.
Listen, if I thought for one moment that you had, I wouldn't be standing here. But I'll tell you one thing. Next time, if there's a next time, and you come across a drunk, you will remember double quick that you are a policeman first and not a bloody social worker.
Sarge, I felt sorry for him, that's all. He's got a problem.
No, Carver, you've got the bloody problem. Trouble is, you're bloody stupid enough to go and do the same thing again, aren't you?
Yeah, have you heard?
Yeah.
This we don't need, eh?
Bad news travels fast, eh?
Yeah, the ironic thing is everybody knows Carver didn't do it, and there's nothing we can do about it.
You know, I bet my money. Well, there's Edwards now.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes either.
Well, son. Now, he could cop a few disciplinary charges himself if the governor sticks strictly to the book. Tav.
Thanks, Sarge.
Well?
Every time I open my mouth, I seem to drop him further in it.
Yeah.
And then he asked me if Jim had ever mentioned being short of money.
Oh, God. Yeah, you didn't grass on him, did you?
Litany. Get lost.
Gotcha.
I don't see why I should be involved in this at all. It's not going to do my career any good.
Oh, right-born leader of men you are. Ah.
I want you to ring up the hospital every couple of hours, see how my prisoners are doing. Make up a chart of some sort, stick it above the switchboard, and don't forget to tell the late.
Right, sir. Sir, Kevin Lee's mother keeps ringing. She wants to know when he's going to be released.
No chance, but don't tell her that, all right? So you're Higgins, are you, my son?
Yes, sir.
Got a bit of experience under your belt now, then, have you? Close quarters, eh?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Good. Now, when you get back to college, you'll be able to write a nice little thesis on the police and relations with the public, won't you, eh? And when it comes to malicious complaint and wasting police time, you can... What's the latest, Bob?
Carver's in with the super now.
What do you think?
Well, I managed to have a quick word with the super before he went in.
Excuse me, officer.
Yeah, just a minute, missus. He's not happy about the complaint. What do you think, Slampton's trying to have a go?
Yes, all right, missus. I'll be right with you, eh? Just give me a minute. In fact, he said to me in so many words
I
that if...
want to hand something in.
Higgins, will you see to that lady, please?
Well, if you don't want it, I'll take it away.
That if the allegation's unfounded, he's not going ahead with disciplinary charges.
Wish I think not. After saving that bloke's life in Crayforth Street.
In Crayforth Street?
Yeah, if you can help.
I couldn't bring it in before. I had one of me turns, didn't I?
Full of money.
Well, of course it is. I wouldn't bleeding well nick it, now would I? Now look, I was coming along from the pub after dark and I found...
Ain't I entitled to one phone call, Mr. Galloway?
Not with your form on the trumpet, my old son. Come on, you heard what the governor said. No hoax phone calls from the Nick.
All I want to do is phone me mum.
All right, that's it. All I want is your signature.
Just kind
Just a minute. Right.
I just come to say thank you for what you done, sir.
You certainly look a bit more cheerful than you did earlier.
Looks like someone who's lost a shilling and found a pound.
Hey, that reminds me. You owe me a tenner. Crack it in a fortnight, remember? Hey, hang on.
Trust you not to forget.
Come on.
There.
Right. Now, Carver, I want you and Higgins to go down the market. One of those big hampers of food, you know, full of tins of ham, corned beef, chunks of pineapple.
Sorry, sir, I don't get you.
Neither do I.
You're very good, Mother Carver. The old dear save your skin brought the wallet in. Well, she won't get a reward out of Lambton, will she? But she ain't got 2 pennies to rub together, the old dear. Not a bit of grub in the house.
Don't believe it.
What's wrong?
Well, I never thought I'd see the day. Detective Inspector Roy Galloway, social worker?
Oh, piss off.